Welcome to Novice Pilot Wannabe. We're going to fly the ATR 72 600 out of Palm Beach, Florida, and head off to Bermuda / Nassau. Ah, creepy. Yeah, so we're in the process of getting ready to push back. So we're going to go ahead and just release brakes and stuff so we can get ourselves back. And we're moving nicely. Kind of keep an eye out for things on the way back. Yeah, so there you go. So far we're getting to the point. Everything's started up. We're ready to go. I have not done this yet. Go ahead and stop.
Palm Beach
Please
ground,
go away.
WSFCR 137 requesting the end of pushback.
WSFCR 137 request to end pushback received.
Alright, so everything's set and going. I think I'm good to go. I can see that here. Yep. Alright, so let's get ourselves taxi right. Let's go.
Palm Beach ground,
Clearance, please.
WSFCR 137 with Charlie ready to taxi IFR.
WSFCR 137 taxi to and hold short of runway 10 left via taxiway Juliet, cross runway 28 left Bravo.
Alright.
Contact tower on 119.1 when ready.
Sounds good to me. Thanks, guys.
Taxi and hold short runway 10
Alright,
left
so I
via
want to get out
taxiway
here and
Juliet, cross
turn,
runway
I
28
think.
left Bravo, WSFCR 137.
Let's just get a nice side view. Pretty plain. So we go here and cruise up that way, I think. Yep, that way. Is that the right way? Yep. Okay, and then we cruise through across here. And then we'll cruise down there all the way to the other end and we'll leave. And I think we're set to go. Seatbelt is on. Yep. All right. So let's go ahead and turn on some lights here. So let's go ahead and turn that on to taxi. I think we're good enough for the moment. Yep. All right. So let's get going. All right. Off there. Turn tight as I can. Wow, they're actually stopped for once, eh? And these lights are way too close to each other and in places they shouldn't be. So we hit one, tears it off, and I blame them for it. All right. Get ourselves turned on to the line. Get ourselves on here nicely. Yeah, so we're on Juliet. I'm going to turn on to hotel by the looks of it. These letters just do not match my chart. Okay, and that looks like it's Bravo going that way. Yep. Yeah, let me check something here. Okay, that's going the wrong way. Okay, I'm going the right way. We're fine, I shouldn't worry about that. Should have untrusted myself, but I didn't. Alright. Yep, there's my cross. That's what I want to do. I don't see anybody coming in. Nope. What about Invisichel? Do you see anything coming in? No? Alright, cool. I think we're good on here. Alright, get ourselves across. Palm Beach, Florida. Looks like a pleasant day out. So we'll get ourselves in the air soon. Yeah, it's like a 47-minute flight, so it's not very long. Across a lot of ocean and a couple islands here and there. Alright, so there we go with that. And we want to turn here. And go all the way down to the end. Alright, flying Flight Sim 2020, because I cannot get this working for some strange reason in 2024. I'm not sure what the problems are. Mess around with that later. I just want to fly right now. Alright. Look at this. I'm not sure if they work tile-wise here or what, but that would seem like an awfully big glitch right in the runway, or taxiway for a little bit, but that's alright. Not affecting anything. And that wind is pretty strong, you can tell by the windsock. So heading into that. Let's see, I think the flight director's on. There's no lights on it that I can see, so it must be on. Gears down, yep. Flaps look down. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and request clearance.
Palm Beach Tower WSFCR 137 at runway 10 left, ready for departure IFR to Nassau.
WSFCR 137 altimeter tree 0.01 wind 147 at 1 tree. Cleared for takeoff runway 10 left.
Cleared
Sounds
for
good to me.
takeoff runway 10 left, WSFCR 137.
Alright, passengers. First time I've ever flown this. Be prepared. May as well stick your head in between your legs now and get it over with. Jesus! You said I could go! Is there anything else at that direction that I should know about? I don't see anything. Alright, let's try this again, eh? Alright, people, here we go. We're at full power, heading down the runway. See nothing in front of me. We're on the right runway apparently. There we go. Up in the air, positive rate of climb. Bring up the gear. Let's go ahead and bring up the flaps.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Well, I'm not over the ocean yet, so. There we go.
WSFCR 137 contact Palm Beach departure on 132.8.
Sounds good to me. All right, now we're getting night.
132.8 WSFCR 137. Goodbye. Palm Beach departure WSFCR 137 is at 1,200 feet, climbing 7,000 feet.
WSFCR 137 Palm Beach departure altimeter tree 0.01 radar contact. Continue to TURPS.
All right, here we go. Going on up. Flying nicely. All right. So we're off. A lot of this is going to be ocean view. So really nothing. Occasionally there might be a ship out there. And as I say that, I think I see one. Yep, there was one. All right. So yeah, so ship heading down the coast. You can see the coast of Florida. Out that way, can't really see too much other than that. There are some clouds out here. Should be mostly not cloudy. So yeah. We're going to be going past a couple islands out here. But other than that, yeah, this is going to be pretty chill. Not a heck of a lot going on. Nothing to see. So head out head out to the east for a little bit and then start curving south, and we should be in Bermuda before we know it. So there you go. I'm not sure what the top height is, what my altitude is going to be, but at the moment climbing to 7,000, and it's probably going to be a bit higher than that. So yeah, ATR 72. It's regional plane. So yeah, gonna just go ahead and fly that for a bit. And I don't know. We'll see on the other side. All right, we are not far away from the Bahamas, Nassau. We are been cleared to go to 2,000 feet, so we're dropping out of the sky like a rock, hopefully. Okay, maybe not like a rock, but you know what I mean. Kind of quick as possible. We got one last turn to turn in towards the airport. It's somewhere off in front of us. I think it's over here somewhere. So it's not going to take us long to get there. I had to bring down the speed of the engines a bit because, man, we're close to overspeed right now. Yeah, so there you go. That's where we've gotten so far. It's been a bright, sunny, cleary day. A little bit ago I saw the crescent of the moon.
WSFCR 137 contact
Now what do you want?
125 decimal tree. Good day.
Going to 125 decimal tree WSFCR 137.
Okay. We're slowing down. Relax. Settle down. Why don't we just do this too, and we'll... calm down the angle a little bit. I know I'm kind of aggressive, but that's fine.
Nassau approach WSFCR 137 is passing 7,900 feet, descending 2,000 feet.
WSFCR 137 Nassau, approach altimeter tree 0.01 radar contact. Continue to Zulu Quebec Alpha.
Oh, 5,000 feet to go. I see Island Nation right over here. I know everybody's really interested at that beach. We'll get there. Oh, they probably could have driven down to Miami for where we were at. Where are we at now? 3,000 feet to go. Into Muni, then we turn, and we should be right on target as far as the airport's concerned. Oh, I just don't trust this. All right. I don't trust where that's taking me. Oh, yeah. 1,500. Not far to go. Before I go to my ultimate height. And as soon as we hit that last turn, we should be right on target for the runway. Okay, 2,300 feet. Actually, that would have just been at rate 24. All right. No boats or anything out here. Okay. There's my microphone where I can tell people they need to sit down. Sit down, you in the back. Yeah, you. All right, we're at 2,000 feet. We're waiting for that turn. I see the island over here. I do not see the runway. We got to be right on top of that turn, and we are. Okay, we're close. Muni is how far away? A little over a mile away. We're hitting our turn? Are we hitting our turn? We are hitting our turn. All right. I see our runway. See it? It's right there. Right there. All right, so we're at 2,000 feet. I see the runway. All right, I'm gonna try bringing us down to 1 to 15. All right, see what that does for us there. So that's good. All right, turn on landing lights. Bring landing gear down. There we go. Landing gear is down. Happy about that. Oh, come on, tower. Woohoo! I'm coming in. Not going to take no for an answer.
WSFCR 137, you are 7 miles northwest of Nassau. Contact Nassau Tower on 119.5 when inbound on the approach.
I'm inbound. I'm as inbound as I can
Tower
be.
on 119.5 WSFCR 137. Nassau Tower WSFCR 137, 6 miles northwest inbound for DME Yankee runway 14 approach.
WSFCR 137 Nassau Tower. Altimeter tree 0.0 tree, wind 148 at 1 tree. Cleared VOR, DME Yankee runway 14 approach. WSFCR 1 tree, 7 wind 148 at 1 tree. Cleared to land runway 14.
Yeah, I know, and you can.
WSFCR 137, did you copy?
Yeah, I did.
Cleared to land runway 14 WSFCR 137.
What does that say? What is that flashing at me? Speed. Oh, this is like watching paste dry. Feels like I'm going so slow.
500.
Thank you. Oh, wow. What the heck are you fighting me so much for here? Come on, let's get down. Let's get down.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
WSFCR 1 tree, 7 exit runway when able.
Yeah, which way do I need to go? Not sure. Could have gone that way, I guess. Okay, we're just going to keep going. That was a nice landing. I think I see a turn.
WSFCR 1 tree, 7 exit runway when able.
Yep, I see it. I see a turn. Okay, we'll take this one. Guys, thank you. Yep, and there's my yellow line. All right, cool. Well, there we are, people in Bermuda.
WSFCR 1 tree, 7 contact ground on 121.7.
121.7 WSFCR 137. Goodbye. Nassau ground WSFCR 137, request taxi to parking.
WSFCR 137 taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Echo Hotel Alpha Cross runway 32 Lima.
Echo Hotel Alpha.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Echo Hotel Alpha Cross runway 32 Lima WSFCR 137.
Okay, actually that makes a lot of sense. All right, so right, keep going down until we hit Alpha, and then we cross the runway down there. All right, sounds like a plan. Thanks, guys. All right, let's release that. Let's get ourselves going here. And get you people out so you can get to the beach. Or do whatever else you're gonna do in Bermuda, because I've never been there, so I don't know what is available as far as touristy things. And unfortunately, I'm doing 2020, so I can't get out and find out. Maybe I'll take a different plane at some point in the future. All right, Invisicello, you got anything to say? No, nothing. Invisicello. It's Chell in the other one. It's Invisicello in this one because Copilot doesn't show up unless you're from the outside. All right, what are we doing? So I don't know what all this parking is over here, but evidently it's not general aviation, which is what I'm flying right now. You know what? Let's bring up the flaps, eh? I bet you that'll help. That is up, okay. Nope, not this one. We're sure flaps are up? They are up. Am I going uphill maybe? That's the reason it's just not retaining speed. Maybe. It's not like I got the propellers feathered or anything. Alright, so it's not this turn. Crossing or getting towards the bottom of a runway over here. It's not what I want. Alright, so that's the end of a runway, and we want the next left after this. It's not this one. It's that one right there. It's this turn. Alright. Not seeing anything coming down over there. Yep, here's my alpha. Alright, let's take a quick look. I see nothing coming from the sky that way, and nothing coming from the sky that way. Let's go. And the wind's still pretty strong. Oh, maybe that's why. The wind's pretty strong. Look at that. Heading into it on the ground. That's might explain why I was slowing down. If I was heading away from that, I'd probably be picking up speed. Alright. Clear the runway at least. Alright. Now we just look for a place to park, I think. Anybody out here? Am I by my lonesome? Has anybody landed in Bermuda today other than me? It's like afternoon. Alright, I guess we're just going to find a place to park our airplane butt. Where are we going to park it? I don't don't even see anything marked as parking spaces. So here we go. We're just going to turn. I'm going to park over here. There's some doors. Maybe that's a place to be. All right. And there we go. We're stopped. Let's go ahead and get the brake turned on. Let's go ahead and flick this down. Sounds good to me. Plane's not going anywhere now. Yeah, so let's go ahead and bring these down. Okay. There we go. And that should power me all the way down. Mostly. Go ahead, turn. Oh, that's off already. Turn that off. Passengers can get up now. Do whatever they need to do. And if I want to be really nice, what I can do is I can open up the door for them. See, now they can get out. Let's prop the tail. What's that do? Oh, okay, nice little prop for the tail. And let's open up the cargo door so they can get their luggage as well. Anything else? Stick up the chocks. Yep, and I think we're good to go. All right, well, welcome to Bermuda. It's a nice little place. Be careful, there's a camera watching you. Everybody get out. Everybody collect. Yeah, people have to climb in here because apparently I'm not going to get any service. Yep, no service. So, yep. So I don't know what we're going to do here, but you guys all need to get out right now. All right, but anyway, there's the ATR 72-600. It's a nice little flight. Actually, not a bad landing. The tower way the heck over there. And I think you guys got to find a way to hike because there's nothing out here. Is that a car? Maybe because somebody can hotwire the car and, you know, transfer you to. Windy day. Have a good time, Bermuda. All right. Well, if nothing else, we'll see you on the next flight.